What is good, everybody? It is Sunday night, February 16th, 2025, 5 p.m. It means it's time for Film and Box Office News, episode 126. We're doing Jaws today. Back in 30 seconds.
Well, a little bit more than 30 seconds because this thing didn't load up the video, so I gotta find it. Wait.
No.
Almost there. There it is.
I didn't
Boom.
watch this copy.
Day. Where are the heroes? As soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
What is good, everybody? Welcome to the world's greatest comic book channel with the world's greatest comic book shows for the world's greatest comic book people trying to win the world's greatest comic book monthly giveaway. As always, the loyal council, Phil, C. Bizzle, myself, Green Shirt Guy, and Clifford. How's everyone doing on this fine Sunday morning?
I'm great. I'm fresh. I'm fresh from still only 35 cents.
What do you mean?
Because I was on his show and then I jumped right over here. I was like, let's go. Let's go.
How's it going?
Does do like the Sunday lineup.
Yeah, no, it was really. We did a lovely DC retrospective. He had picked up the complete run of Infinite Crisis, and he picked up John Byrne's Man of Steel. So I was on there with Hall. Yeah, we just talked about the DC of it all, and it was really nice. And also, he's more of a Marvel guy, so having a couple of DC fanboys in on the show was really nice.
Well, that's excellent.
I'm still recovering. We had a date night, me and my lady. It was the first time I wore my dress shoes in over a year. My feet weren't happy with me.
My date night was Friday. Friday night was my date night.
How'd it go, Phil?
Food. We went out to fish some food, some drinks. It went well.
Going out tomorrow. We're going to the city.
Right. There you go.
Yeah. For a little lunch
Did
date.
you do anything special Valentine's weekend?
Yeah, not really, because it's Gabe's birthday, so I kind of almost get off the hook.
Nice.
I of course shared Valentine's weekend with the most important man in my life, me, and it was lovely. I had
He's good.
I had a twice baked caramel apple pie. I had a,
Twice baked? What do you mean twice baked?
Mhm.
yeah. Well, so like you bake it and then you flip it and then you put a little something to caramelize it and bake it again.
Yep.
So that was lovely.
Oh,
I had a
jeez.
beautiful ribeye and some lovely garlic cheddar mashed potatoes. And I mean,
Ooh.
like, I gotta tell you, I was like, no man has loved me better than me. Excellent Valentine's Day.
Good job there, Cliff. Good job.
I gotta make notes that I gotta hang with Cliff on Valentine's Day.
Cliff can cook. Cliff
That's
can bake. Cliff can
after
cook.
dinner.
Cliff's pretty good at it. All right, we give you chances to win ducks. So I'm gonna give you the first hashtag is NBA All-Star Game. Let me put it in a banner real quick. I didn't do that before. NBA All-Star Game. All right. So that's going to be at the bottom. Put that into the comment section. And what's the first one? Phil, Let's get into that box office immediately. We gotta dance.
All right. So we're gonna do because it's President's Day weekend, but we're doing just the 14th, 15th, and 16th box office weekend. So that's the one I'm gonna do right now with the number one movie, and our numbers were completely off for Captain America:
I was
Brave
closest.
New World
He was.
for $88,500,000. It's estimated to do like 100 with the President's Day weekend.
I said
Can you
119.
zoom in a little more on it, Phil?
Oh yeah, okay. I can. That
Yeah. You know, us middle-aged people. Yeah.
Nah, speak for yourself.
Problems with our
Sorry about
eyesight.
sorry,
You can fight it all you want, Steve. You can fight it all you want.
I'm in spring chicken. I can still make the NBA.
So yeah, Captain America. It's estimated to do like 100 million with the President's Day weekend. Number 2, Paddington in Peru, made 13 million over the weekend. Hard Eyes was number 3, made 10 million, which was an increase of 20.4%.
Yeah.
Dogman was number 4 with 9,730,000. Niza 2, I'm not sure what that is, made 7,200,000. I want to see. Other catastrophes, the souls of Niza and finally were saved. Their bodies would be shattered. Tari Zarana planned to use the 7-colored lotus to rebuild their bodies.
That is wild.
Yeah, it sounds crazy, but it is.
Sounds
Yeah,
super crazy. What
I
part
thought
of
it
the
was
world?
gonna be like a Bollywood movie, but this looks more like a Chinese like.
Yeah.
It looks like something I'd be into. It sounds cool. I would check it out. It made 7,200,000 and was only in 660 theaters. Those theaters sold.
Made some money.
Love Hurts, number 6 this week, made $4,370,000. Mufasa, The Lion King, made $4,158,000, which also had an increase from last week.
Mufasa has been in there for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of Them Days made another $2,975,000, also a little bit of an increase from last week. Companion number 9 made $1,870,000. Becoming Led Zeppelin wraps out the top 10, which made $1,860,930. And then Shava came at 11, made $1,790,000. Flight Risk, The Complete Unknown. Moana 2 made another like 900,000, almost another million.
Damn.
I watched it this weekend. I watched Moana 2.
And my boy Sonic is still hanging in there.
Sonic comes in at
Sonic's
number
still there.
15, with 855. The Oscar-nominated short films are number 16, The Brutalist 17, I'm Still Here 18, Wicked is 19, Den of Thieves, Pantera came in at 20, Baby Girl, Green and Gold, Nosferatu number 23, The Other Land, Anora number 25. That's because there's Oscar, like it's an Oscar kind of movie. I haven't watched it yet. Flow, I think is on HBO Max, and I'd like to see it because it's
It is.
I believe it's animated. And I would like to check that one out. Presence, The Last Showgirl, Universal Language, Ahmad, and wrapping out at 36 is A Real Pain, which made $4,000.
Huh. Mismatched cousins reunite for a tour through Poland to honor their beloved grandmother, but their old tensions resurface against the backdrop of their family history.
I think that's the one with Kieran Culkin and Jesse
Yep.
Eisenberg.
Yep, that is them. Yes.
It's supposed to be good. And you can watch that. I think that's on Peacock.
We think
It's
Hulu?
streaming somewhere. I know.
I think it's on Hulu. Yeah.
Or maybe it's Hulu. It's on something.
just so you know, worldwide, it did 192 million.
It's not
Mhm.
bad. It's not bad at all.
So,
All right, so let's lead into this. Who saw it?
I saw it.
I
Well,
saw
you
it.
know, let's come on, let's hear some talk about it. You don't
It
have to
is
spoil,
not the movie
you don't have
that
to
will
spoil
save
stuff,
the
but
MCU.
what's up?
It wasn't meant to be.
Well, it's not going to. It was okay.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah,
It was
my
good.
whole, I guess my, you know what,
Because
'cause
it
I
wasn't
watched,
meant to be.
you know what, I
No, it was
watched The
not the movie to
Gorge this
save
weekend,
MCU.
and I liked that a lot more than,
It's like a glorified.
not a lot
episode
more,
of
but like The
Captain
Gorge
and
was
Winter
just
Soldier.
like a better movie.
I looked at it as a continuation to Incredible Hulk.
It's a glorified episode of Captain and Winter Soldier. It's good. It's not great.
Mhm.
It's okay.
Really?
I like it.
That's
I
the,
give
yeah, I
it.
would almost agree with Green Shirt Guy that, like, you know
I'll
how
give it
like
higher
because
rating than
Marvel is like
IMDb.
good or it could be great. This falls into like the good
It was good. I enjoyed it, but it's not like, wow, that was amazing. I can't wait to go. I have to go see it again because I know I missed something.
Yeah,
Is that a lot of Marvel movies though? In general, like
I see more. So there's a couple more movies.
I don't.
wanted to see
Out
that
of
I
all
wanted
the
to-
Marvel movies, I'm pretty sure for the majority of them, we didn't go back to the theater a second time.
I'll say this about the. I don't want
Hmm.
to give too much away with the plot because I know you haven't seen it yet. The opening fight scenes were slow. It
It's
just
a
looked.
slower-
It looked super staged. Not that
It's
they
a
aren't,
slower,
but they
like-
look staged.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
slower like start to get going, and then
And
it also kind of wraps up a little bit like quick. There's like I'd say like the fight scenes and action scenes. There's nothing like truly.
and
inspiring
Giancarlo
that
doesn't need to
happens.
be in the movie. You could take him out of the entire plot, and you wouldn't notice the difference.
Hmm.
Well, there was that one good fight scene that him and
It's a good fight
Anthony
scene,
Mac-
but you could have put anybody
Yeah.
else in that fight scene, and it would have been the same.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you
only
don't
reason why
need
'cause
that character for the plot.
the only reason why because they didn't develop. They probably had more lines because the Super Society was supposed to be more prevalent in this film than it was, and a lot of stuff got cut out.
That's my point. Like you because I don't want to ruin it. Like I said, it's good. It's not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
What about-
the reason why
what
they
about-
had to have his scene is because they paid him way more money than the other actors.
100%.
Hmm.
All right, so Joseph Michael says that. Oh wait, no, he didn't like Companion. He's seen Brave New World twice. Gives it an 8 out of 10. Chris, the
Mhm.
comic vet, Ford did a solid job as Ross, taking over for William Hurt.
Yeah,
Sidewinder should have been a younger actor to go hand to hand with Captain America. I would probably agree with that one,
Yeah.
since I have had regular encounters with Giancarlo Esposito making eye contact with my mother.
Yes.
I think
I know those stories.
I think I would go disagree a little bit with the IMDb rating of 6.1.
Oh, I would
say
disagree with that a lot.
Yeah.
I'd say it's like a 7.
Yeah, this is 7.5.
7.5. Like yeah,
A
that's
solid
really,
7.5.
like it's a like probably a solid 3-star movie.
Yeah.
The end of the movie is stronger than the opening, but the end isn't like, wow, this is amazing.
The part of
That's-
the movie that
Yeah.
I find the most that I enjoyed the most was the interaction with Isaiah Bradley.
Yes,
That
But-
part,
Okay.
you could do that without in an episode of the show without doing this.
yeah, but
I'm
I
just-
still,
you know what I mean?
I still,
Sick all weekend and unable to catch it, so that's just been bothering me.
I'm gonna go on Wednesday.
Yeah.
See it.
The Bucky scene seemed just kind of crowbarred in.
it was forced in.
I thought that was one of like the better
I
like,
liked it. It just
dialogue.
didn't seem like it needed
Like-
to be there.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh well, let's put him in now. And I don't.
So
Do you think the Israeli chick is going to be ongoing now? Because she was dope.
Sabra?
She's
I
dope, but like I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see her again.
I think
Okay.
so.
Cliff, don't get mad at me what I'm about to say, okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry I have to say this. They could have got somebody else to play her.
To play Sabra.
I liked her. I
Yes.
thought she was good.
She looked like a dwarf.
Yeah, but she had there was an intensity to her performance. The little she's on screen.
You used the term "little" correctly because that's what she. Every time I looked at her, I was like, okay. I only her fight scenes. I only gave her leeway because she was a former Red Room.
Right.
That's the only reason why I gave her leeway on the fight scene. Other than that, some of the stuff she was doing too. Oh, I'm sorry. Comic Vet is correct. Little person. The only person the only person on that fight scene. I watched the fight scene. I was like, okay. Compare the size of the guy she was fighting and her. I was like, I would have been more happy if they would have used one of the widows from the Black Widow film that actually had a speaking line in that Black Widow film. Use one of them instead of her.
Isn't
something else?
Isn't there a Black Widow in the film?
She's the Black Widow.
She's the Black Widow.
Black Widow, yeah.
Okay.
Now, the Bucky scene.
It was good. It's just
yes. I wish if they would have done a way better.
Well, that's a spoiler. Didn't know Bucky was in there.
It won't ruin anything.
No, it won't ruin. It won't change a thing.
It ruins.
If they would have done a
very
way better.
On the lines of the show, though.
Correct. Absolutely, 100%. That and the end credits. The end credit scene. You could watch it on YouTube. Like if you want to stay and watch it,
give you anything at all.
It doesn't give you nothing.
Nothing. It doesn't give you anything.
Not really at all.
Nothing.
Like, it doesn't move the plot forward.
I want to know. I want to know who Marcus got mad with his little review of Captain America. I want to know.
It doesn't move the plot forward other than its location, and I don't want to give it a location because it'll ruin it for you.
I would much rather the end credit scenes have something involving the Thunderbolts. That would make more sense to me.
Except for, I don't want to give away any of the plot.
I know what I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
because of what happens. Yeah.
Listen, you guys are making me sad because I'm already getting beat up by my brothers about how this movie is. My brothers think this movie sucks, and I'm like, no, it
doesn't suck.
Like,
it's
enjoyable. I just
enjoyable.
don't know that it's not like if this was the movie that was going to kick off the MCU into its next phase, it's not. It's agree. Good, but it's not like wow. Here we go. Other than one line at the beginning of the movie with Ross and Cap, but you could have put that in any movie.
How about Red Hulk?
Okay.
Yeah,
everything
I like
you see
that.
in the commercials, you see it all in the commercials.
Yeah, a lot of it you've seen on like the trailer and stuff.
In that stupid Tide commercial.
But it was still done well.
It looked good.
You know what? The fighting though, I think that was one of my things with this movie. The action of this movie is a little like, it's like the same old action almost. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's pretty much like the tried and true. You've seen this all done before.
It's very it's not groundbreaking at all.
Yeah, I read somewhere that they had a second unit, right? There's a second unit team from Marvel that goes and films their action scenes, and that same second unit that's been filming all those extra action scenes did the same thing for this movie. And I was like, oh, so you guys confirmed that, but
it's not really like. It's not like like I said, you've seen it all, and you'll watch it and you'll be like, man, I've kind of like seen this stuff.
Well, that and without, I think we talked about this last week, or it was one of our hashtags last week or the week before with the should he have taken the serum. That's like one of the plot points, and that's not going to ruin anything because it has nothing to do with the main plot point. It seems like an afterthought and really doesn't matter at all.
And my final thing with you, Sam, is this. This I will recommend somebody to go see it in theater once. After that, just wait till it come out on Disney Plus, and then to me, it's not worth me spending $40.
Yeah.
Again. But it's worth
at
least going to the theater once.
Yeah, but that's what I said before. Like I think that's the majority of Marvel movies for us.
Yeah.
Did anybody see it in 3D?
You know?
No.
I did because that's what was playing at 3:30.
Was
and
it good?
Looked really good in 3D. I will say that. They did a really good job of making stuff really kind of do this. So like what is in focus is really important. Yeah, it was really well done. I don't know, it was intended to be shot in 3D or they just made it 3D after the fact. It looked really good, but that wasn't enough to go, oh, okay.
Interesting story. I stopped going to 3D films mainly because I was taking my lady to the 3D movies like for a good 10 years. Since when we've been together. I didn't find out until like year 11 or year 12 that she can't see in 3D.
Oh, jeez.
Oh
no!
All those times I took her, I could have just saved money and went.
Well, I didn't see it in 3D because I was looking to see it.
Fernando didn't care that she didn't enjoy the movie. He didn't care that he didn't have to spend the money.
I only saw it in 3D because it was the first showing of the day, and I wanted to get it, see it.
Yeah, I saw it like at 10 a.m.
Oh, I saw it. Mine was at 3:30 in the afternoon.
It was only, but you saw it on Thursday, right?
Yeah, and there was
I went Friday.
3 people in the theater with me.
I had 6, but of course, like I said, it's 10 a.m.
This is why I don't like people in general when I'm out in public. I'm watching the movie. I'm the last one in the theater. There was a guy a couple rows in front of me that got up during the credits. I'm like, you're not going to stay for the credit scene? Because clearly it wasn't at the beginning. It's at the end for all of you.
End credits.
There's only one that's at the very end. And I'm sitting there waiting, and this woman comes in. She goes, "You're in my seat." I said, "The movie's not over yet." She goes, "Oh," and then she's like, "Well, what did you like?" I'm like, "We're not friends. I'm watching this. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Let's not have a conversation. Go away."
Yeah. I didn't have that like that. I did have the movie theater cleaning guy kept looking at us. And I'm saying to myself, like, you keep looking. I'm gonna see after these credits are done.
For real. Like,
my only thought is, what theaters were you guys in where everybody was new?
Right?
You're not wrong.
Because when I go, my theater guys are like, they just stand there quietly knowing why we're not moving.
This was another customer.
Yeah. No, but that's funny too. I don't have that shit happen to me.
Yeah, I don't know myself. I'm like, you've been to a Marvel movie before, right?
Yeah, for real.
But I do. Would I recommend it for people to see in the theaters? Yes. Would I recommend them to go back to theater a second time? No. Wait for streaming.
I wasn't loving what's his name that plays Falcon or whatever he is now.
Oh yeah, he was great.
You can miss me with him.
No, he was great. I liked him.
See Ramirez.
Yeah.
Do it for me.
Yeah. It reminds me of the comic book accurate.
Well, next step is the Thunderbolt.
Do you think this underperformed in Disney's eyes? Is the opinion?
I don't know. It depends on what it does next week. I mean, 88 is not great, but if it drops to 30 next week, it's in trouble.
I mean, it made almost 200
worldwide.
Yeah, but when you match your domestic and you match your international, that's a pretty good number.
But usually, these are making 100, 120 domestically before it even hits worldwide.
We definitely estimated it with our numbers like a week ago.
I said 119, and I was still high.
Yeah.
All right.
I still think it did well.
Yeah, I think it did well too.
We'll see. No one truly hates this film.
No.
Except for the haters who I think are just hating because that's what their whole shtick.
Get a bump from word of mouth, though.
You know what I don't hate on? Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Oh my goodness. Are you guys watching this show?
So I just finished watching the last 3 episodes earlier today. This is so good. Scorpion is amazing in this.
I have not watched this yet.
This is pretty dope.
Oh, Phil, I think you're gonna love it. Like the first episode is a little wonky, and then immediately it takes off.
Okay. I agree. And the way the last episode ended, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Chris the Comic Fan, it outperformed all the last 11 DC films on opening weekend. Marcus, I think it'll do better than we've had movies do because the market isn't saturated with superhero movies. That may be true. I mean, we did need a break. Manny, the Hobgoblin Collector. Hello. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, buddy.
Your friendly neighborhood.
Man.
Spider-Man is great.
Has
really
anyone
enjoyed
caught
it.
up on Invincible? Because Invincible is also great, even though they're completely different things.
My internet
I have
is
not watched a single episode.
More.
Of Invincible.
Yeah,
I had that up
I've
here
not
too.
watched it.
Is it because you don't like violence, or because you don't love me enough to watch it?
Don't have Amazon Prime.
Oh, how do you not have Amazon Prime in America?
I don't have Amazon
Invincible is
Prime
great.
here in this room I'm in all the time. It's in the living room TV, but I don't like, I like
Man, the
stuff like
Hobgoblin
that.
says, I'm a big Tombstone fan. Love seeing he gets love. He gets some real love. He gets real character development.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's great in that show.
Yes.
I like
Dr. Octavius.
There's an adult enemy.
I've been watching Invincible though.
What's that
What is
film?
it? Like some side
Invincible?
effects or something like that?
Side effects of what?
Oh no, that's the name of the show. Let me see.
Oh,
Common
I know
Side
it's on
Effects.
HBO Max, the one with the mushrooms or whatever.
Yeah, Common Side Effects. The one with like the
Oh.
mushroom, and it's like the mushroom could cure everything.
That show is right up your alley, Phil.
It looks like it watches like something Image Comics would have like wrote. and
Oh,
stuff.
that animation.
Yeah,
Is it
Common
the same
Side
people that
Effects.
did that? Those two cops. Oh, what is the animated? This might be the same show I'm thinking about.
And like the mushroom could cure like everything. So like your mother has like dementia or something, but like she works from a pharmaceutical company, so they don't want this mushroom out at all. So they're like tracking this guy down who discovered it, and like he's on the run, and it's a crazy show.
I wonder, is the mushroom a permanent cure? You know
I
what
don't
I mean?
know. Yeah, I don't know.
There's only been 2 episodes, right?
No, there's been, I think tomorrow is going to be episode 4.
Oh, okay.
So the 4th one comes out tomorrow.
It sounds.
That has a
White
high
Lotus is
IMDb
tonight, right?
rating. Look at that, 8.5.
White
Indeed.
Lotus starts tonight, right?
White Lotus is tonight
Oh,
with
I
Lisa
haven't
from
watched
Black
My
Pink.
Lotus.
I got my Black Pink shirt on.
White
Actually,
Lotus is pretty great.
All right. Let's spin for our first duck of the night. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
NBA
yeah.
All-Star.
Yes.
NBA All-Star Game. Is
Game.
that tonight?
It's probably right now.
You got
Yeah.
15 seconds to put that into the comments section. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Wait, I gotta get this ready. You get more time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw. It's gonna win it. It's gonna win it. Heroes
Hey.
for hire. Congratulations.
right on, Matt. Good job.
I would hire him.
You said you wouldn't hire him, or you would hire him?
I would. I'm not that negative.
Green sugar. Let me get a.
There's a handful of people
hashtag.
that I wouldn't hire.
Oh, geez. Hashtag. Hashtag. Love wins. I don't know.
Love wins.
Oh, Christina Payne was flashing that last night. Very nice.
Love wins. You know, I finished watching what's it? To All the Boys trilogy with Kamara.
Uh-huh.
I watched the third one. I didn't know it was a trilogy, so I only watched the third one.
It was pretty
And-
good.
Yeah,
It
you
was
know what? The
pretty
Black
good.
Pink soundtrack kind of got me to watch it. And I didn't really I didn't know it was a trilogy. So I was like, all right, this is
And,
kind of cool.
What's
But
his
like the
face?
ending, I was like, all right, I don't know that she's gonna go to NYU and he's gonna go to Stanford and they're gonna stay together. Like something about that
Yeah.
idea, just kind of like.
But they don't have like another movie. They switched over to a TV show. It's about the sister, the EXO
Okay.
Kitty. It's called EXO Kitty or Kitty EXO, something like that. So it's a TV show. I guess they'll come back to the Pete Kravinsky. I was Team Pete the whole trilogy, by the way. I was totally Team Pete. He was supposed to be He-Man.
He is.
No, he stopped being He-Man. They got somebody else. Oh, speaking of which, did you guys see that thing about Masters of the Universe?
That's gonna take place on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Last
that's
one took
weird.
place on Earth. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
There's a picture of him. He's got a pink shirt, the He-Man character. He's got the hair like He-Man. And there's two security guards or cops with him. And they got his power sword, who looks just like the power sword. But supposedly it's He-Man gets banished to Earth. And Skeletor makes him lose his memories, and he doesn't know that he's He-Man on Earth. And they go to try to find him.
No.
Thank you, Stephen.
Look, hear me out. I'm an 80s kid, okay? Why we have not explored Eternia? Like, why are we not having this movie in Eternia? We don't have no.
What if they do show Eternia though?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
All right.
There's
I'm
so
getting
much lore.
so-
You can't just do that.
It's called
Hear me
cheap.
I'm
cheap.
I'm getting so freaking sick. I almost said the other F word because I didn't want to put no money in the jar. The source material is right there.
Thank you.
Right there. I'm getting tired of these executives or whoever's in charge that, oh, let's do our own version of this film. Forget the source material. No, that's why your movie is trash. Stick to the source material. Damn, every time.
I am thinking, Steven, so I mean, I hate it, but I am thinking that it has to do with money. So creating an excuse to set it on Earth saves money. And then, of course, if it does succeed, hopefully, then we get a sequel and then we start seeing Eternia.
Instead of doing a good movie the first time, making a bunch of money so you could make more.
You would think.
But what if they make a good story where at the middle of it, he realized who he is and he goes back to Eternia?
Why don't you just start there?
They have this grand movie of Eternia. You wouldn't be happy
Yeah,
about that?
Just start there.
in an ounce of fairness, at least we know that Queen Marlena, mother of Adam,
From Earth.
is from Earth.
Yeah.
So there is always a potential story there with that information.
Yes.
But I mean, it's a suspension of disbelief film that is now requiring us to double down.
So why didn't they do a Guardians of the Galaxy movie mostly on Earth? Because Peter's originally from Earth. Why didn't we do that? It's cheaper.
Because Disney had more money to spend.
No, because Disney realized it was stupid to do it the other way.
Well, technically, it's Netflix, and Netflix has more money than all of them.
Do they? I don't know.
Oh, there's
They
Disney
do.
money, dude.
Disney money is Disney money.
Disney money is Disney money. Those parks count. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When did you last time you played at the Netflix park?
That's
Oh,
true.
they're in the Netflix office like, did you hear what Phil just said about us? It's a
Except nobody's playing at the Disney park anymore because it's too expensive.
It is a super. I've never been.
Get more.
They're still there. Trust.
They're still there.
Universal is adding 8 more theme parks, and Disney's just bought the land to add their extra theme parks. I'm like, this is too much. It's too much. And what if you have a family? You're gonna have to come out with three G's Just for
Yeah.
the parks alone and the food and
Yeah.
everything? That's not including the tickets. I mean, the plane tickets. That's just crazy, man. I don't understand the mentality of maybe it's this generation. I feel like back in the days when these parks first started, there was a need to like have it be family and be affordable to come and have a good time.
I gotta tell you, I don't
Now it's just not even like that. It's like we don't care if you can't afford it. We're gonna make it
because
these
it's supposed to be a
prices.
luxury experience.
Yeah, and the thing is, we have a generation of people who are more interested and more willing on paying for an experience rather than stuff.
Yeah.
You know, now of course that does not always work. Look at the Star Wars experience; they had to shut it down because that was not flying.
Yeah.
You know?
But they catered it more to the new trilogy. That was the problem. Like it was more toward the Force Awakens, is more toward that. Like if you would have put more emphasis on the original trilogy where it started, you might have had something. But who knows? It's Disney. They got Disney money. All right, let's do some announcements. Young at Heart Foundation, great organization run by our good friend Mike out in California. They do great things for kids awaiting medical procedures out there. 2 ways you can help this organization. You can go to youngatheartfoundation.com, click this register to become a donor button for Donate at Life America. Excuse me, because more than 100,000 people are waiting for a life-saving transplant, and you can register and help out today. Second way is to sponsor a Hope Kit that's 100% tax deductible. They'll take all the funds that are gathered or collected and create these great gift boxes for the kids. If you have another way you want to help Mike and the organization, give them a call at 323-396-9998. Or email them at info@youngatheartfoundation.com and tell them the council sent ya. Alternativist. This is our home away from home, located in Hyde Park, New York, 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York. It's owned by our good friend Anthony, who's also part of the Council of Comics. And Anthony has a great special for you guys out there that are looking to get your comic books. Maybe you don't have a comic shop around you. Maybe one is too far away. Give Anthony a call. I'll give you the information in a second. We'll take your order, bag and board all the books at no extra price. Then take 10% off the order and ship it out to you wherever you are in this continental United States and maybe Canada. If you're interested in that, give Anthony a call at 845-233-4234 or email him at alternaverse2@aol.com. The website is alternaverse.net. They have comics, cards, and toys, and they do card tournaments every weekend. Locana, Pokemon, Magic. Give Anthony a call, and he will hook that up for you. Now, Clifford, with the rest of the announcements.
Oh, I'm going to keep it real simple tonight, and we're just going to kick it off with Mad Spidey. Our Australian buddy is at 852 subscribers. His birthday is in 2 weeks. Let's get that man up to 1,000. So if you have not headed over to Mad Spidey and given him a subscription, go subscribe and show him some love today. And let's see if by March 1st, we can get there, Spidey. We can do this for our buddy. Next up, you know us, you love us. We're the Council of Comics, where you can see us 3.5 times a week on Sundays with the film and box office news, Mondays with new keys and hot comics, and Wednesdays for New Comic Day, and every other week our new series featuring Green Shirt Guy and C. Bizzle fill in the blanks. And Phil will be their special host for the next episode, which is this Thursday, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Excellent. So tune in, make sure you like and subscribe, and have joined the council, and of course, partake in our monthly giveaways. And of course, if you become a member of the Council of Comics, you become eligible for the members giveaway. So it's 2 giveaways a month you can be part of here on the Council of Comics. And Sticks Boy has mentioned that we need to change the scroll at the bottom. It still says NBA's All-Star Game.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Sticks Boys 73. Go check them out. You can check them out with the boys on Renovision as well. And he was my guest yesterday for Comics and Coffee with Cliff. We had a really great time. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. I'll talk about that more in a minute. Because next up, if you've had a long week of styling and profiling, then it's time for some couching and slouching with C Bizzle. C Bizzle, take it away.
Hey guys, thank you everybody that's been watching my videos and been liking and commenting on them. I really do appreciate you guys. As you guys can see, I'm still trying to make my way up to 500 subscribers. Every Monday, I drop my 3 hype books that I'm hype about for New Comic Book Day. Go check those out. I have fun doing those, and that way you can see what type of books I like. Also, while you're here, make sure you go to the Council of Comics and check them out. Make sure you like and subscribe, watch the videos, comment on the videos, and you'll see some great things from the Council of Comics. And last, certainly not least, make sure you go to Cliff on Comics. He's a great person in the community. He has a lot of great stuff on his channel as well. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on his videos because we will comment back. So we do appreciate you guys very much so.
That was very kind of you, sir. And speaking of Cliff on Comics, home to Comics and Coffee with Cliff, and at some random evenings, Comics and Company with Cliff, because no one's drinking cocktails with me, so I had to change the name of the evening show. But yes, you can see me doing random specials or sharing the Sunday stream like today for the film and box office, or just hangouts with other members of the community are all there. And please go check it out. And of course, leave comments. They are appreciated. I react. And I have memberships as well with the regular monthly giveaway and a membership giveaway. And of course, we got posts and things I got going on over there. Right now, this is my members poll. It's what should I do for my first episode of Key Education? And it looks like Dr. Doom is winning. So do look forward to Key Education with Cliff and some Dr. Doom knowledge. So please head over there, like, subscribe, enjoy the videos, especially Comics and Coffee with Cliff, and everything with the rest of the Council of Comics. As Joseph Michaels is saying, hashtag Cliff, thank you. Hey, TM Dirty's here, Jeff's here, and Kamaria is here as well. She's been doing her taxes. All right, everybody. Thank you very much.
Just started doing taxes. It's all good. We haven't started the movie yet. I'm gonna give a duck to Las Cruces and Stickboy73 for letting us know that the banner at the bottom wasn't working. That's right, because you're a part of this too. So you guys got a duck for letting me know about that. All right. I like that. I like that. So, all right. All right. Your homework and the last of Phil's trilogy for Steven Spielberg season of directors, Jaws.
I actually watched
Dun-it.
Like Jaws, by the way, was the first Laserdisc ever. Not this.
Is that right?
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
But yep, Jaws was the first Laserdisc. I did not watch this on Laserdisc though. I usually don't do this, but I had Jaws on Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray was like digitally remastered and fully restored from high resolution 35 millimeter original film. And I was like, all right, I will check this out. And it's also like where that is like mono, like Jaws was originally in mono. This does have like a 7.1 surround track that I listen to, and where really the surround sound was it wasn't like overdone. They really did a good job to not make it overdone and keep it like have it there, but keep it like at a minimal. I was very, very impressed with this version of Jaws as like one that you could get that you could probably play on whatever system you got.
So, Phil, I want a random quick quiz. What was the last movie made for Laserdisc?
Oh, it's probably because it lasted a little bit longer over in Japan. But like some of those later laser discs that are in like high value, like X-Men, the X-Men movie came out on Laserdisc in Japan, and it is like a lot of money.
Well, the last one here was Bringing Out the Dead in 1999 with Nicolas Cage.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds right. From '99, The Matrix.
I was very surprised.
It's like a huge laser disc. It's like gold. So,
All right. So Jaws. When a massive killer shark unleashes chaos on a beach community off Long Island, it's up to local sheriff, a marine biologist, and an old seafarer to hunt the beast down. I thought this was very entertaining.
I thought,
Of course,
yeah. Once again, I
Right,
don't
sure.
watch this one as often. My sister loves this movie, by the way, but I don't watch it as often. But when I do watch it, I'm like very satisfied. And like watching it this time, I kind of realized like Jaws is like one of our generation's monsters.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember
You
thinking
know.
this was a horror movie as a kid, and then you watch it now, you're like, oh, not really.
But,
Yeah, you know,
it
it's
is
like halfway through the movie before you even see the shark.
you actually yes.
Which wasn't intended, but as a result lends itself to the movie. I do perceive this movie as horror. I just perceive it more as a gothic horror, that there is an element of horror taking place. So not seeing it actually helps increase that tension.
You see like the damage done. Like I said, this was one of like the bloodiest PG movie I ever seen. Like watching
Well,
it, I was
yeah.
like,
but the opening scene should have been super bloody, but it's not.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
blood in the water in the opening scene. I'm like, well, okay, it's fine, but
I know
And
what you
it's
mean.
kind of a brilliant opening scene too.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
iconic.
Yeah,
beach
like
party
it
and-
really works. And by
Yeah.
the way, Jaws is one of the first books to film where the film is better than the book.
Yeah.
I don't think
okay.
I've ever read the book. so-
Yeah,
I think
you know
this
what?
was-
He's
Go
in
ahead,
it.
Phil.
The writer Peter Benchley, who wrote the book, he's in the movie.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
And do you want to know who I read the book with in what English class? Mr. Pritchard.
Mr. Pritchard.
That's right.
Long live the memory of Mr. Pritchard. Guns of Navarone. Jaws. It's in history, it's actually held as the first summer blockbuster.
It
Pretty
was.
much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's officially the first summer blockbuster. It made $67 million.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Right, which by today's standard is $476 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know. I thought it was messed up that they didn't close that beach.
Right?
That is
Right?
like one of the horror elements of it. That is like the dollar bill
Yeah,
is
man.
more important than your safety. And that
Well,
kind
yeah,
of goes
man.
on
Dollar bill,
today. Like,
It
that
wasn't
goes
that-
on
no, no,
definitely
That
today.
somebody got bit or somebody got like a little nibble. Somebody died. Someone was killed by the
Yeah, but they
shark.
didn't. Well, the initial chick, yeah. But they were like, well, but we don't know that it was definitively that. We have no proof and blah, blah, blah. You know.
They
Yeah.
tried to write it off. Like they were
Right.
trying to like, yeah, the dollar bill was more important. That's like one of the themes of like the island. It was just like, wow.
How
And
about
then-
the fact that the cop is like, his dress is very casual for being a police officer?
Oh man. Super casual.
It's the super casual police chief.
From New York City originally.
Yeah.
One of the moments is when the second time they all get out of the water and that lady's looking for her son.
Yeah.
Like she's the only one like calling out for somebody. I was like, oh man, that's
Yeah.
Well,
crazy right there.
I hadn't seen this movie forever, so I knew it was a kid. And then she says his name before he goes back in, right? She's like, Alex Kittner, don't you spend more? I'm like, oh, that kid's dead. Because I remember the Kittner boy was the one who didn't make it.
Yeah.
How about when he eats them too, man? It is like a blood like fountain.
Yeah,
It's
like
so
a fountain of blood. Like, what was that?
He was
And then like his little raft just floats up to shore, all deflated and shark bitten up.
Mhm.
Like,
Well, I also love when they decide, while that's going on, the father says, "Hey, just for me, why don't you go play in this other side of the beach, the little pond, instead of on the." Okay, just for you, Dad. Mind you, his 5-year-old brother's just all by
Yeah,
himself wherever. Like the mom's concerned with the 10, 11-year-old kid who's playing in the pond, but the small toddler is just doing whatever he wants.
Well, that's why I thought it was like a separate body of water when he said it, But it's still the same body of water. So I'm like,
It's still
What?
connected, yeah.
I was like, what that?
I think that's where Jaws gets his like third or fourth person. I think that might be person number.
Well, because he
three.
gets the guy. Remember, and you see the
Yeah, he
light
gets the
floating.
guy in the pond. Yep.
Right.
Remember the first time he sees Jaws? And he's like, I think you're gonna need a bigger boat.
Right. Well, he says, "What is he?" He's saying something along the lines of, "Why don't you come out here and chum this or whatever?"
Yeah,
they're
and then
behind him.
and then Jaws comes up like, yeah.
That was ad libbed, by the way. That wasn't in the script.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, when he said you think you'll need a bigger boat, it was ad libbed. So
That's funny.
yeah.
What's my?
There's a
favorite
lot
line
of
in
good
this whole movie?
foreshadowing in this movie. Like I like where
Mhm.
the mom was like, he told the kid that he didn't want to play on the water in the boat. And then the mom was like, "Oh, come on! It's just he's in the boat. He's not even on the water." Then she
Right.
looks at the book, and then like the shark
Yeah.
keeps hitting the boat.
Well, the USS Indianapolis scene, the Quint guy was drunk while they filmed that scene.
Oh, Robert Shaw.
Oh.
Yeah, he was.
He's been in a
hammered
lot
drunk
of
while they
stuff.
filmed
He's
that
a
scene.
big actor, and he passed away, I think, in the late 70s.
1,100 men go in the water, Chief.
I thought he did such a good job of playing that character too.
Oh
really
yeah.
Kamari
Absolutely.
says, I'm sorry, but the second half of the movie lost me. We got it. We lost it. We got it. We lost it. It got us. Oops, lost it again. Let's sing about ladies in Spain. Oops. It got us again.
Well, he sings that song through the whole movie.
He sings that whenever like you're gonna do something stupid, somebody's gonna die.
And Joseph
about-
Michaels agrees with her.
How about
Yeah.
his opening toast though? Before they even leave, where he's like, "Oh, you gotta try this," and he says, "Here's to swimming with bow-legged women."
We had to turn on the subtitles because he was just talking in a way. I was like, I can't really understand. what the hell
rambling?
he's saying. Yeah. I was
He's
like, what the hell
a
is he
seafaring
saying?
rambler.
Yeah.
Well, there was something else about like the Virgin.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she lived to be 103. She was a virgin for 15 years. That wasn't too bad, or something like that.
Something crazy like that. Yeah. It's all these like old sea shanty things that you got. Like,
But yo, the captain smashing the radio.
Right.
What? I was like, what? What is he doing? Like,
he wanted because he they were gonna pay him to catch it. He wants the money, and that shark kind of became his Moby Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wants that 10,000.
Yeah, because he's not really worried about his ship after a while, because it gets pretty much beat up.
yeah.
It gets torn down.
I'll be right back.
The fact that he has to watch the piece, that's just me. I'm not going in that water, bro.
Until the end.
Nah.
I'm not going in that water.
To the end of the movie, and then he finally gets in. Remember, because he laughs about it. He's like, I'm finally in the water.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
but-
when like the beaches are open and nobody was swimming because like the word had gotten around about the shark.
Right.
I'm not
How
going
about
in
Richard
there.
Dreyfuss looking, for me at least, and I've seen him in a bunch of things. I don't remember ever seeing him with a beard other than this movie. So he looks super weird.
True.
What does it say? Robert Shaw almost wasn't in the movie because he was
Yeah.
constantly drunk on the set. He begged them to let him be in it still, and they made sober up.
Yep.
Okay. What happened here? The ending was okay.
I think it was, it was kind of like our hero kind of stands alone. Like the ship is
Yeah.
sinking. Like he has nothing
Yeah.
to hold on to, and here comes the shark at him, and yes.
But he wasn't really acting like the hero in the movie.
No.
He was very like he didn't know what he was doing throughout the movie. And then the Richard Dreyfuss guy, he just goes to the bottom of the lake or the ocean, whatever, and escapes the shark like that.
He
As soon as he
he
put
has
that-
a good
that
scene where
cage
he's
in,
in
I'm like, no.
the cage getting attacked.
Yeah.
He put the cage in the water. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. I don't know.
Mm.
Robert Shaw gets eaten. That's
Yeah.
Shaw's fifth body.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got the taste for humans now, man.
Yeah, he
The part that got me too, and I mean, maybe it's possible, but where it's yanking the boat the other direction, I'm like, I don't know about that.
I was waiting for your.
I don't know.
Remember when it took like the whole dock out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like, now can we go?
Yeah.
I was waiting for the Grinch guy plot twist.
I also love the part where they first go out to that first boat and the guys are missing, and Dreyfus is like, no, don't worry, but I'm just gonna get in the water real quick. You stay here, don't do anything. And then he's like shocked that there's a dead guy in the boat. There's a huge hole.
Oh, there it is. That's the other. Yeah.
Like, what'd you think?
I was gonna say you found a huge hole, you found a huge tooth. You're shocked to see a dead guy, and you dropped a huge tooth.
Right, and your flashlight and your knife. You drop all your stuff.
Yep.
On the other hand, you know what? He was genuinely afraid. So I guess that's not too crazy.
Originally, that was a jump scare scene. It hasn't quite held up now, but in like.
No, I remember when I was a kid, I was terrified of this movie. Terrified. And now I watch
being afraid of the music.
Yeah, the music was excellent. Excellent.
You know, you'd hear that, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to change channel now.
It's probably
this movie made a lot of people scared to go to the beach.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably John Williams is most like the music for this is just all like accent stuff. There is no real like theme or any except for that
Yeah.
that we associate with Jaws. Now you like mentioned Jaws and you hear that music.
Mm-hmm. Well, the part 2 where he's looking through the book. Remember before I think it's just after the kids eating, and he's looking through the book, and there's all these little different things about sharks, and there's a distressed fish. I'm like, look, yes, distressed fish, but there's usually blood in the water. They don't just come because this fish is swimming funny. That's not how sharks work.
Correct.
I enjoyed it. It was good though.
Yeah.
All right. There's really not a lot to talk about in this movie. It's just,
it's pretty straightforward.
Shark
It's a very straightforward film.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was slightly long. It was slightly longer than Captain America.
Yeah. No, Captain America's 208.
Very, very enjoyable though. All right, numbers. Yeah. We'll start with Green Shirt Guy.
It's good. It's still iconic. I can't go crazy high with it because it's not like, wow, this is amazing. It's still one of those ones. If you haven't seen it, you do need to see it to fill in the gap in your pulp culture, whatever you want to call it. I give it like a 7. It's enjoyable, but I can't go crazy with it.
Okay. Cliff.
Yeah, I have to agree. But also, I mean, to be fair, this movie, like, I was scared of it as a kid, got older, and then once I wasn't scared of it, this movie had nothing left. This movie had nothing left on me. So, but
there's a couple one-liners that you remember, but there's not a whole lot of like,
I think I'm more fascinated with the making of the film than I am with the film. I'm gonna go with a 7. It's still something to watch. There's still something to be said about film and filmmaking, but like that's where it is.
It's kind of a departure really for Spielberg if you think about it.
Yes. And again, probably because there were so many problems on set he had to adapt. It probably made a stronger movie as a result.
I'll give it an 8. I thought it was very enjoyable. I thought it was made very well. Simple story, to the point. The ending was a little underwhelming, but yeah, I'll give it an 8. That was decent. C. Bizzle.
I really enjoy this film as well. Fun fact: Steven Spielberg was 28 when he directed this film, so he was a young man. It's a very iconic film. I wish more people would add Jaws to the litany of the Mount Rushmore of horror characters like Jason, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. Jaws need to be in that category as well because he frightened a lot of people in real life just like those other characters did as well. I would give this movie a solid 8.
Okay. And Phil.
Yeah, I am. I think I'm gonna go with an 8.5 because I really enjoy this movie. It's and I do consider it kind of like a horror movie, even with the PG-13, the PG rating. That would probably be at least a PG-13 day and age.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it holds up pretty well all these years later, and it's still like pretty fun to watch. And when I do go back and watch Jaws, I'm not disappointed. I have a good time with it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with an 8.5.
And I just looked it up because I couldn't remember. The USS Indianapolis was sunk by torpedoes, and they were eaten by sharks.
Yes.
1,196 guys went in the water. 316 survived.
Yes.
So the numbers were not quite accurate in this, but close.
Close enough.
All right, that gives it a total of 7.7. Phil.
Yeah, Lucretius gave it like a 9.2. There we go.
Wow.
There you go.
It's like one of my favorite movies.
Decent film. So that wraps up the Steven Spielberg trilogy and our season of directors. Next up, next week, Sunday, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific, we have Snatch with Guy Ritchie. This is Green Shirt Guy's pick for season of directors. And we're gonna do Snatch. What's the other one? The Gentleman.
Gentleman's the third one. Second one's Rock and Rolla.
And Rock and Rolla.
I will say for this one, if you're watching this now, watch it with the subtitles because there's a point in the movie where they don't know what Brad Pitt's saying. It just goes question marks across the screen.
Nice. So make sure you watch that this week and tune in next Sunday, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific, and we will go over that for episode 127. Tomorrow night, episode 129 of New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going over all the new books and new keys that are coming out. We'll give you about 5 chances to get some ducks tomorrow. And we'll show you some more books that are going into the giveaway. I got a lot of little goodies. Got a lot of goodies from the toy show. Gonna put a lot of that in there. And then on Wednesdays, New Comic Book Day Live, episode 133, the 2-time CBC Awards.org winning show. Skits, new comic shop talk, final order cutoff, giveaway, and more. Make sure you tune in. Then on Thursday, we have episode number 2 of Fill in the Blanks. C Bizzle and Green Shirt Guy will be doing Absolute Batman, and Phil will be guesting on that day. So make sure you tune in Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. We have a new council conversation up. Transformers 1 we're talking about, Anthony and Joey. And also got a brand new comic book pickups from the last toy show. 59 books. I paid $100 for them. That's up there now. You can watch that as well. All right, let's go into this comment section, and then we will spin for the final duck of the night. Up to the top we go. Oh, look at that. Couching and Slouching with C Bizzle is now a member. Thank you for being a member, Couching and Slouching C Bizzle.
Wrong, right? Membership, wrong show.
No, I'm just saying general. I'm not saying for what.
Oh,
for what show? But yeah, spread the love here. As long as somebody got it,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
somebody got it.
Yeah.
Las Cruces 1971. Thank you for being here. John's Comics with Kids. Thank you for being here. Kenneth Bird. Thank you for being here. L. Ron Hubbard, thank you for being here. Joseph Michaels, The Adventurous Joe, thank you for being here. Stick Boy 73 got a duck today. Thank you for being here. The Comic Vet, thank you for being here. JSS Brooklyn, thank you for being here. Heroes for Hire Comic Club, thank you for being here. You got a duck as well. Hoffrey Castro, thank you for being here. Bradazzle, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Who else? Circumstances, thank you for being here, my friend. Appreciate you. Slasher Fred, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Canadian Survivalist is in the house. Thank you for being here. Manny the Hobgoblin Collector is here. Thank you for being here. Oh, Wolf 65 is in the house. Thank you for being here. Big Lion Cat 646, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. What else? Is there any more? Kamaria, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. TM Nerdy, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Did I say Nerdy Geek? Nerdy Geek, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. All right. Let's spin for this last duck of the night.
So you ran into L. Ron Hubbard at the toy show today?
Who the heck? I still don't know. Is Larry got two names? Is that what he
Right,
is?
like I can't decide. Is it Larry after all this time?
Yeah, because he's got the Decepticon. He's got the Decepticon symbol in there.
I feel like the easiest answer is Larry. I feel like that's the easiest answer.
Next, we gotta find out. Next, we gotta find out who Boner Jams is.
Boner Jams. It's not Sean. I'll tell you.
He hasn't been on in a while.
It's not
He
Sean.
would come on with like just the funniest one-liner.
Where is Boner Jams? We miss you, Boner Jams. Come
I
on
see
back.
him once in a while online. That is.
I'll bet you do.
Yeah.
We should see more of him. You think with a name like that, I would be seeing more.
15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw. Who's going to win the duck? Who's gonna win the duck? Nerdy Geek! Ooh, make sure you tune in tomorrow, Nerdy Geek, because we're adding a lot more goodies tomorrow to this prize. A lot more. All right. So that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here tonight. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific, for episode 129 of New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week. We will go over all the new books coming out on Wednesday, the new Keys, Hot Books, Shakers, and more. So for myself, Phil, C. Bizzle, Green Shirt Guy, Cliff, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace.
It's the brightest day. Where are the heroes?